Hi everybody, it's Saratoga, and this is your weekly focus card reading for the week beginning March 23rd through March 29th, 2020. So this is pretty much a perfect card for right now, wouldn't you guys agree? Inner peace. Something that we absolutely need right at this moment with all that we are going through in terms of this global crisis, right? So there's so much I can say about this card. Let's start with the most important thing. Inner peace is not going to come to us automatically, especially not now. The first thing I get from this card is that we need to be responsible for our own inner peace. We need to take full responsibility every day to say to ourselves, today I am going to find some quiet moments of peace, or today I'm going to start my day from a peaceful place, in which case you probably want to do something when you first get up that brings you into that state of serenity and peace, whether it's meditation or whatever other ritual that you enjoy that brings that experience to you, so you start your day off from that place. Now, the other thing I want to mention that really struck me the moment I saw this card, the moment I pulled this card for you guys, I noticed the fish and the pond and the water, the watery energy. And if you've ever seen an aquarium or a fish pond, well, I'm sure you have, but you might notice how incredibly peaceful that energy is, that watery energy, that underwater world of plants and fish and lotus flowers and things of that nature it just brings an immediate sense of peace. So here's what inspired me when I saw this card. I was thinking about the fact that our physical bodies are very watery as well. We are somewhere between 60 and 70% made of water. That's a lot of water that we are made of, you guys. The other thing I was thinking about, and it's interesting because if you notice the top of this card, it almost looks like a night sky with stars. So I think about the universe. I think about points of light. And that makes me think of the fact that we are also made of atoms and molecules. And there's actually a tremendous amount of space between the atoms and the molecules that comprise our physical body. So when you put all of that together, our physical nature is actually very, very fluid. We are not really solid at all. What makes us feel solid is the impact that our thoughts have on our physical body. So if you're feeling stress or fear or tension, that's going to cause I'm going to make up a word, densification. I know that's not a real word, but I think it's a pretty good word. That's going to cause a densification of your physical body, of your atoms and molecules, of your overall energy. So I want to give you guys a suggestion for a little meditation you can try. Try this out, not right while I'm talking to you, but maybe after you listen to this reading or whenever you like. Try closing your eyes and breathing deeply. And as you breathe into your body, and when you exhale, you actually exhale, you can get even more into your body. And picture the watery nature of your body. Picture the fact that you are a fluid entity. You are a malleable entity. And breathe into that experience more and more, and breathe out the structural feeling of that rigid feeling that stress and tension create in you. Breathe that out and realize that rigidity, that rigid feeling that stress and fear create, that can be softened, that can be loosened up by thinking differently, by just being present in the moment. So again, if we look at this image of the fish in the water, look at how fish move. They're so graceful. They're so fluid. Their movements match the fluid nature of water. So I want you to think of this idea of inner peace as being about fluidity, being about transformation and change. And take some, if you try this little meditation, and actually if you try it, leave me a comment below and let me know how you like this idea. If you try this and think about, I'm changing the structure of my physical body. I'm removing that rigid tension, and I'm putting energy into my body in such a way that I bring back its natural fluidity, which, because water is so peaceful, is going to bring you a sense of inner peace. So try that little experiment. I think it will really work for you. The other thing I want to mention, and I've placed an angel here for a very specific reason. Remember to ask your angels for help. If you are feeling so stressed out that you just can't deal with it, all you have to do is say, angels, please help me to feel better. Please show me how to feel more peaceful. Please inspire me with some idea, or bring me some peaceful energy, or something along those lines. Just ask your angels for help if you are feeling so tense that you just can't find your way back to that inner peace. Now, this candle is also here as a reminder of your inner light. Have you ever noticed how peaceful it is to gaze at a candle flame? Why do you think that is? Because the candle flame reminds us of the softness of our inner light, the beauty of our inner light, and we actually come into resonance with that natural softness and beauty of that light. The reason inner light brings you peace is because it's so powerful, you guys. Inner light is so incredibly powerful. So when you come into resonance with your inner light, you're going to feel at peace. Because what makes us lose our sense of inner peace? When we do not feel that we have power over our situation, when we feel lost, when we feel out of control, things like that, right? So when you tap into that natural inner power of that light within, and then let that light shine through your physical body, that watery fluid nature of your physical self, you're going to feel so much better, you guys. So I hope all of this will help you to get through this week. I think this is a very important message for this particular week, because it's so important that you position yourself at the very beginning of whatever is to unfold before us from this point on, in the habit of establishing a daily ritual of inner peace. Okay, because that's going to help you to get through this very difficult period with a lot more grace, a lot more clarity, and a lot more ease. So with that, I'm sending you all so much love, light, and beautiful, peaceful energy. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Namaste.